Hey guys! Today we're diving deep into the minds of our feline overlords. Ever wondered why your cat does the weirdest things? Well, you're not alone. From head boops that feel like mini concussions to those 3 a.m. zoomies that leave you questioning your sanity, cats are basically furry little mysteries wrapped in enigma, wrapped in a shedding fur coat. But fear not, my fellow cat-loving comrades. I'm here to break down some of the most common cat behaviors with, you guessed it, the help of science, and maybe a few questionable cat memes. So crank up that upbeat background music, grab your cat, or just a picture of a cat, I don't judge, and get ready to finally understand what your furry little weirdo is trying to tell you. Okay, first up, let's talk about those head boops. You know, the ones where your cat slams its head into you with the force of 1,000 suns. Turns out, it's not because they secretly want to take over the world, or maybe it is, who am I to judge? Actually, headbutting, or bunting as the fancy cat scientists call it, is a way for cats to mark their territory. They have scent glands all over their little faces, and when they rub against you, they're basically saying, "You're mine now, human." It's also a sign of affection, believe it or not. Like, I love you so much, I'm gonna rub my face all over you. Though sometimes I swear my cat's going for a knockout punch, not a cuddle. Like, chill dude, I'm just trying to eat my cereal. Next up, we've got the classic cat chatter. You know, that adorable and slightly creepy chattering sound they make when they're staring out the window at birds. It's like they're trying to speak squirrel, but their vocabulary is limited to chirp and blurp. So what's the deal with this weird noise? Well, it's basically their way of expressing frustration. They see a delicious little birdie taunting them from the other side of the glass, and they're like, "Ugh, if only I could break through this invisible wall." Curse you, modern architecture. It's kind of like when you see a really hot person and you try to flirt with them, but all that comes out is, hi, nice weather we're having. Except, you know, less creepy and with fewer feathers. Alright, let's talk about kneading. No, not the kind you do with bread dough, although if your cat could bake, that would be pretty impressive. I'm talking about that adorable thing cats do where they push their paws in and out of your lap, like they're making biscuits. It's super cute, but also kind of weird, right? Like, what are you doing, little buddy? Well, it turns out kneading is a leftover behavior from kittenhood. When kittens nurse from their mama cat, they knead her belly to stimulate milk flow. So, when your cat kneads you, it's basically a sign that they feel safe and loved, like they're back with their mama cat. Or maybe they just really like the feel of your plush sweatpants. Who am I to judge? Okay, this next one is a bit morbid, but we gotta talk about it. Why do cats bring you dead animals? Like, thanks for the thought, Fluffy, but I really prefer a box of chocolates. But before you banish your cat to the doghouse, or, you know, the cat tree, understand that they're not trying to gross you out. In their own weird, twisted way, they're actually trying to show you love. You see, in the wild, cats bring back their prey to their families to share. So when your cat drops a dead mouse at your feet, they're basically saying, "I caught this for you. You're welcome." It's the thought that counts, right? Alright, let's talk about the zoomies. You know, those random bursts of energy where your cat suddenly turns into a furry little lightning bolt, racing around the house like they've been possessed by the spirit of Usain Bolt. Yeah, those are fun, especially at 3 a.m. when you're trying to sleep. But as annoying as they can be, the zoomies are actually a totally normal cat behavior. It's just their way of releasing pent-up energy. Think of it like this. You know how sometimes you just get this sudden urge to dance around your apartment like nobody's watching? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Except, you know, with less Beyoncé and more chasing after dust bunnies. Okay, let's talk about those staring contests. You know, the ones where your cat locks eyes with you and just stares. No blinking, no meowing, just pure, unadulterated eye contact. It can be a little unnerving, right? Like, what are you thinking about, little buddy? Are you plotting my demise? Are you judging my life choices? Well, the good news is, they're probably not plotting your demise. Probably. Staring is just another way cats communicate. It can be a sign of affection, a challenge for dominance, or even just a way of getting your attention. But let's be real, no matter what the reason, if you ever get into a staring contest with your cat, you're gonna lose. They're like little furry ninjas when it comes to eye contact. Next up, we've got the classic cat move knocking things off shelves. Seriously, Is there anything more satisfying to a cat than watching a perfectly good vase shatter into a million pieces? I mean, I get it, it's kind of funny, but also, like, why? Why do they do this? Well, there are a few theories. Some experts believe that cats knock things over because they're bored and they want attention. Others think that they're just trying to play with the objects, and they don't understand that their little paws are actually tiny weapons of mass destruction. Or maybe, just maybe, they're secretly testing the laws of gravity. You know, for science. Alright, let's talk about those weird places cats like to sleep. I mean, I get it, beds are comfy. But a sink, a cardboard box, a pile of dirty laundry? Seriously, cats will sleep anywhere but the designated cat bed you bought them. It's like they're trying to find the most uncomfortable, inconvenient spot possible. But as always, there's a method to their madness. Cats are natural predators, which means they're hardwired to seek out safe, enclosed spaces where they can feel secure and hidden from danger. So, that sink totally makes sense. It's like their own little fortress of solitude. Okay, let's talk about tail language. You know how dogs wag their tails when they're happy? Well, cats are a little more complicated than that. A cat's tail is basically a mood ring on steroids. A slow, gentle swish usually means they're feeling relaxed and content. A fast, whipping tail, on the other hand, is a sign that they're feeling agitated or aggressive. And if their tail is puffed up like a bottle brush, yeah, that's a clear sign to back away slowly. It's kind of like how humans use their eyebrows to express emotions. Except, you know, with more fur and less Botox. And finally, let's talk about why cats love to hide. Seriously, these little ninjas can disappear into thin air faster than you can say, "Where's Fluffy?" 1 minute they're there, the next minute they're gone. It's like they have a secret portal to another dimension or something. But as frustrating as it can be when you can't find your cat, hiding is actually a totally normal and instinctual behavior for them. In the wild, cats are both predators and prey, so they're hardwired to seek out small, enclosed spaces where they can feel safe and hidden from danger. Or maybe they're just practicing for their next game of hide and seek. Who knows? And there you have it, folks. A crash course in understanding the mysterious and often hilarious world of cat behavior. So, the next time your cat is acting like a total weirdo, don't freak out. Just remember, they're not broken, they're just speaking cat. And who knows, maybe with a little patience and understanding, you'll finally be able to crack the code of your feline overlord. Or maybe you'll just end up with a bunch of funny cat videos. Either way, it's a win-win, right? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the video on the screen to continue watching more awesome content. Don't forget to crank up that upbeat background music and subscribe for more cat-tastic adventures.